Hi, everybody. It's Professor Mitchell. We are wrapping up Chapter 8 today on geometry and measurement by talking about temperature and conversions between the US and metric systems. In previous sections, we've done conversions within the US system and within the metric system. So now we'll talk about converting back and forth between the two. And that's objective A, convert between the US and metric systems. Then we'll talk about how to convert temperatures from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, and then going the other way from degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. All right, so what you're looking at here are a whole bunch of conversion factors for converting back and forth between various units in the US and metric systems. Notice you have units of length from section 8.4. Over here, weight or mass, which was section 8.5, and then right in the middle, capacity, which was the last section. If you're one of my students, you'll have a handout that has all of these conversion factors on it. And you can use that during your exams. So for our first example, standard-sized compact discs are 12 centimeters in diameter, and they want us to convert this length to inches, rounding the result to 2 decimal places. So we're going to use unit fractions for this. We start with 12 centimeters, which we write as 12 centimeters divided by 1. We look back at the information on the previous slide to see what the conversion factor is between inches and centimeters. Actually, we have it right here. Because we're trying to get rid of this unit centimeters, we're going to multiply this expression by 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters. Just like that, and that will allow the centimeters to cancel out. It'll leave us with inches, and the number of inches in 12 centimeters is going to be 12 divided by 2.54, which to 2 decimal places is approximately 4.72. And of course, all of these calculations, please feel free to do them on your calculator. Next, we're going to convert 12 pounds to kilograms. This is one that you could try if you're feeling frisky. All right, we're going to start by writing 12 pounds as 12 pounds divided by 1. And then from a couple slides ago, it said that 1 pound is about 0.45 kilograms. We're putting the pounds on the bottom because we want pounds to cancel, which means that the number of kilograms in 12 pounds is 12 times 0.45, which is about 5.4 kilograms. All right, last example of this type, converting 9 fluid ounces to milliliters. Again, please feel free to try this one, and then unpause the video and check notes. All right, so 9 fluid ounces divided by 1. 1 fluid ounce is approximately 29.57 milliliters. Notice we're putting fluid ounces on the bottom so that they cancel, which means that the number of milliliters in 9 fluid ounces is 9 times 29.57, which is 266.13. That brings us to temperature. So Fahrenheit is definitely a US thing. Celsius is used, I think, pretty much everywhere else. We Americans are stubborn with our system. So I guess you could say that Celsius, well, definitely Celsius is the metric unit for temperature. So to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, there's a formula. F equals 9/5 C plus 32, or if you prefer, you can say F equals 1.8 C plus 32. In other words, to convert to Fahrenheit temperature, multiply the Celsius temperature by 9/5 or 1.8, either one, and then add 32. So for example, if we wanted to convert 22 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, we would use this formula. We would put 22 in for C. 9/5 times 22 is 39.6, and when we add 32, we get 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So 22 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's one that you could try if you'd like to pause the video, come back and compare notes. To convert 25 degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, you do exactly the same thing. This time they're using 1.8 for no particular reason. Put 25 in for C. 1.8 times 25 is 45. 45 plus 32 is 77. So 25 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you want to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, this is really the same formula. It's just, this is something that we talk about in Algebra 1, solving a formula for a different variable. So if we took the previous formula, F equals 9/5 C plus 32, and we worked some algebra on it to get C by itself, this is what we would end up with. So notice there's a set of parentheses in there. Those are important because to convert Celsius to temperature, you start by subtracting 32 from the Fahrenheit temperature and then multiply by 5/9. And they're not giving me the option of using a decimal instead of 5/9 because 5/9 is a repeating decimal. So if I use a decimal, it's not going to be exact. So to convert 68 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, we take this formula, we replace F with 68. 68 minus 32 is 36. 5/9 times 36 is exactly 20. And you see why that is, right? If you put a 1 under here, then you have a common factor 9 here and here. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 36 divided by 9 is 4. 5 times 4 is 20. So 68 degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to 20 degrees Celsius. Next, to convert 112 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, this is about the worst, hottest day we have in the Central Valley of California. It happens about once every 3 or 4 years, maybe the temperature goes up that high. Works the same way. Replace F with 112. 112 minus 32 is 80. And then 5/9 times 80 is approximately 44.4 degrees. So the way that you could do this is to stick a 1 under here. 5 times 80 is 400. And 9 times 1 is 9. So then you could ask your calculator, what is 400 divided by 9? It comes out to approximately 44.4 degrees. So if you're using My Math Lab, they would tell you how many decimal places they want you to round that to. Thus, 112 degrees Fahrenheit is approximately 44.4 degrees Celsius. And that's going to do it for this section in this chapter. We'll see you next time.